Hello, my name is Tavle Joshua, the Registrar of the Institute of Global Peace and Conflict Management. We are here once again for the professional diploma in peace and conflict, peace and sustainable development. We have been organizing 1 month professional diploma training in several courses. We started from peace education. We moved to intelligence, emotional intelligence. We moved to alternative dispute resolution. And currently, in this month of October, we are looking at peace and sustainable development. And next month, we'll be looking at peace and conflict management. So, this is how we have been. And this training is being provided for free. The participants are not paying anything. So, you too can also take advantage of this training and be part of it. It's open to everybody. It doesn't matter where you are from, whether you are in US, you are in UK, you are in France, you are in Japan, you are in Pakistan, India, you are in African countries, anywhere you decide you can join. So far as you can connect through Facebook and YouTube, you are good to go. And you can get your certificate online. You can get your certificate through our website. So it's open to everybody and you are not paying a dime for it. All you need to do is just to connect, learn, and then get knowledge and skills. And what's the purpose of providing this training for free? We are providing it for free because we believe that if we must achieve true peace and we must realize the global peace agenda we are driving at, then people must have the knowledge of what is expected of them. People must know what peace is all about and what it entails to bring about peace. So this is the philosophy behind this free training. So we are not here just to dash you certificate, no. Or we don't have anything to do. That is why we are here, no. We are here because we have a passion that everybody should know what peace is all about, and they should be able to replicate the same in their society, in their community, so that we can make our world beautiful and peaceful for all of us. So that is the essence of this training, and we believe that you will create chance to be part of it. At least take 1 or 2 of our trainings and have knowledge, and it will help you a lot. Even in your personal life, in your career, it will help you. Do you understand? There are some people that are using the certificate for work already. Some use it to add value in their working place and all of that. Do you understand? So it's helping people already. Apart from the fact that they gain knowledge to help promote peace in their communities, it's helping them in their professional engagement as well. So that's it. So thank you once again, our able participants, great minds that have been learning so aggressively. I appreciate all of you and your commitment. Yes, you people have been making this thing possible, this meeting possible. Without your connection, it will be practically impossible for us to be here. But you keep connecting and then participating actively. We appreciate all of you. And we are going to release, I just want to let you know that we're going to release the flyer for next month training by tomorrow. So we have already created a group for it. So you register and then follow the WhatsApp link in the application form, and then you can join the group so that you can be able to be part of the next training. It's one of our core trainings, so I will expect everybody to participate. Peace and conflict management is one of our core courses. So please make yourself available to participate in the training. So today we are going to continue from where we stopped. We are looking at module 3 and we are in unit 3. And so today we are going to look at energy transition. Energy transition. So if you have joined us, just like it has been our tradition, you can share the meeting with someone, invite them to be part of what we are doing here, and it will go a long way to help us. Thank you very much. So we are looking at energy transition. when we talk about energy transition, what are we talking about? What sources of energy are we predominantly using now? And what sources of energy do we want to use in times to come, or we desire to use? I get a point now. So it's like what we are using now, we all come to agree that what we are using now is not sustainable. It's not only sustainable, it's not also good for humanity. It's not good for our health. It's bringing disaster for us. So we need to shift. We need to shift from what we are using now to embrace something else. And this is what we're going to look at in this training. So we are looking at energy transition. So when we talk about energy transition, what does that mean? It refers to what? The global shift. The global shift from fossil fuels to renewable energy sources and other sustainable alternatives. Energy transitions means a shift from fossil fuels to renewable energy sources and other sustainable alternatives. So the PMS that they're giving us 130. Now, tomorrow, I don't know when tomorrow, but tomorrow it may not be 18 again for us. We may have forgotten about it, embraced electric cars, and we're not buying fuel again. Do you understand? So we are not buying diesel again. You understand? Fossil fuel. So that we'll not be having any challenge, the government and the people. So fossil fuel. We want to move from the consumption of fossil fuel, that is the use of charcoal and other fossil fuel sources. We have to move from them to embrace renewable energy sources. All right. So, and this is coming at the time when climate change is, dealing with us. So the clamor for the shift is because of the impact of climate change. Because climate change is not showing mercy at all. Excessive heat, strong winds, mad and wide winds. Are you gonna point out? Energy, those insecurity, conflict arising as a result of climate change. So all of these are affecting us, and of course, environmental degradation. So all of these are factors which climate change is responsible. So now we want to shift from fossil fuel to renewable energies. That's what we call energy transition. So we are at the point where we are transiting. Other countries are far going ahead with that transition. In America and other advanced countries, they are far going ahead using electric cars. China, the same thing. Do you understand? So that's what it is. So the primary goal of the energy transition is to do what? Is to reduce greenhouse gas emissions. To reduce what? Greenhouse gas emissions. So that we can mitigate what? Climate change and create a more sustainable and resilient energy system for the future. Because we're talking about sustainable development. So the future must not be compromised. As we are trying to meet our needs today, we should not compromise the needs of the future. Do you understand? So that's what it means. So the primary goal of energy transition is to reduce the greenhouse gas emissions, which comes as a result of the consumption of fossil fuel. All the pollutions, all the smoke and all of that, they go and turn into carbon dioxide and become so terrible. You know, they form what we call the greenhouse gases. Do you understand? And they make the air to be intoxicated. So as we take in, take out, we are taking something that is not good for our health. You understand? So what are the key aspects of the energy transition that we need to consider? We have key aspects of energy transition that we need to consider. One is renewable energy. Renewable energy, right? So increasing the use of renewable energy sources such as solar, wind, hydroelectric, and geothermal power to replace fossil fuels like coal, oil, and natural gas in electricity generation and other energy applications can go a long way to mitigate the impact of climate change. Now, some of you are using solars in your houses. We have the wind. I think I used to see it in my university then, but it was not functional. We don't know it's just there for fashion. They are doing fashion parade for us instead of generating electricity through um, wind. They're just there. So we have the hydroelectric, which is we have the Kanji dams and all of them where we used to generate our power needs. Okay. And then the geothermal power. This one a high power technology. I don't think we have this one yet. Here you store you store uh, heat under just beneath the earth. You understand? You store heat. It's a technology you store heat beneath the earth and then you use it to generate power. Do you understand? Generate power and then generate electricity. Do you understand? If you notice, if you are walking on a road that is tied. Do you understand? It's tied and it's very, very sunny. There's heat. Maybe the heat is so much. So if you notice, if we are going on the road, you see something like evaporation, something moving like this. Do you understand? Something moving, 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 something going up, evaporating. Do you understand? So those things can be compressed to remain in where they are. They will not go out. It's heat. And according to geographers, that's what goes up and form the cloud, and then we get rain. So whenever you experience serious heat, and maybe it's not in a Hamatan period, what you expect is rain. Do you understand? Because of those evaporation and all of that. Do you understand? So this is heat that is going up like that because of the heat of the sun. The you know the heat arising from the sun, it generates that kind of heat that emit those stuff. So you can compress them to remain under. Do you understand? That's the work of that technology, the thermal power. You compress them to remain under. So you use them and generate electricity instead. Do you understand? So the high technology, I don't know whether by the time it will reach here, it will take us quite a while before it will get to us here. All right. But it's possible that some of you can become president and bring it sharp, sharp without wasting time. Energy efficiency. One of the aspects that we're going to consider in energy transitions is energy efficiency. Do you understand? So improving energy efficiency in buildings, transportations, and industry to reduce energy consumption and waste. Some of us, our bulbs in the house are 24 hours on. Like my house, they are always even if I say off, before you know it, they on it. Do you understand? So this is waste of. So I was somewhere when I think I was in a mechanic trying to work on my car, and then uh, somebody was talking of discussing their experience in UK, and then they were sharing their experiences that in UK, if we're not using even a socket on the wall, it cannot be on. Even if you're not using anything, you do not plug anything. They off everything except when they're using it. Do you understand? But here, we are just consuming it anyhow. So that's what it is. So energy efficiency is very important. Electrification, transitioning from fossil fuel powered vehicles to electric vehicles and promoting electric heating and cooling systems to reduce reliance on oil and gas. You understand? So we have to do it. We have to change all these our cars and get new ones, electric cars. Innocent can produce for us. I think Innocent can do it. I think they have started doing it. All right. So they can do it. It's just that we don't have serious government. We have companies in this country that can do now. We had Node. Node is there. Node can also do. Innocent is there. They can do it. In fact, they are doing it already, sir. You understand? Electric cars, they can do it. What they need, all they need is empowerment, government policies that are friendly, state government buying from them. But the witch and wizard in this country feel that if they buy from them, they will make them so much rich. So why should we go and make somebody rich? Why will you think like that? If all the state government in Nigeria are buying from these companies, what that simply means is that more jobs will be created, more young people because a lot of demands on them. So they will need to, employ more people, more hands, and train more people, and then also create more centers. Do you understand? And so more jobs, and then unemployment will reduce. But the witches and wizards in this country feel that if we go and buy from them, we are empowering them. We are making them richer than us. This kind of mentality, it's a very bad mentality. So, but for them to feel like, may they not come say, we have a company in Nigeria that is producing car, we're not patronizing. Sometimes they'll go and buy and give road safety, they'll buy and give police, but they are not buying and taking to what they call state house. State house is Mercedes, Toyota, um, what they call Lexus, and what, and the rest of them. And so that's what it is. So, but we can do this. We can do it. In fact, we have the capacity to do it. We have the resources to do it. All we need is the political will to do it. All right. So, smart grids, implementing smart grid technologies to optimize energy distribution and use, enable better integration of renewable energy sources, and enhance grid resilience. So, how many times do we have national grid collapse? They will tell us that during Buhari time, I think more than 3 times we were hearing of story of national grid collapse. National grid collapse. So what is making it to collapse? So we are saying that we should use smart technologies that we can generate electricity, distribute it, and use it effectively. Do you understand? Then energy storage, developing and deploying energy storage technologies such as batteries, pump hydro storage, and thermal energy storage to address the intermittent nature of renewable energy sources. All right. So, and one thing about renewable energy sources is that they can be stored. Some of you have inverters in your own offices, whether NEPA or there's no NEPA, your AC is on. Why? Because you have stored energy there that you are using. Some of us have power bank. See power bank here. You know, this is what I'm charging my phone with now to do this presentation. Do you understand? Yes. So you can store power and use it. Do you understand? So that's what it is. So energy storage is very, very important. All right. Energy storage is very important. So policy and regulations. Policy and regulations. So implementing supportive policy. That's what I was talking about. Government how to make policies that are business friendly, policies that will encourage domestic consumption, right? Instead of looking for Mercedes Benz, looking for how many of those countries are coming to look for innocent vehicles? You understand? How many of them are coming to look for no to buy? So if government reduce just introduce one policy and say no more importation of cars, no more the use of foreign brands, we have to use domestic brands everywhere, whether you like it or you're not. You understand? It will stop. And what that means is that that will begin to give people business ideas to begin to think. Do you understand? People will begin to think. So it will not be only innocent again. It will not be only node again. So many companies will come up, sprung up to, yeah, to do business, and many companies may come to Nigeria to come and establish here and begin to produce in Nigeria. And so what happens? Economy will be booming. This thing is not easy to say. It's easy to do as well. Just that people who are in the place of leadership have not decided to do it yet. If they decide to do it, they can do it. If we can just get one man that will get to that Asoko or Asovira or whatever and say, I'm not interested in any kobo of this country except that which is only due for me, then we'll know that something is going to happen. All right. So before you know it, transformation everywhere. All right. So policy and regulations are very, very important. So supportive policies, regulations, and incentives to accelerate the adoption of renewable energy technologies and promote sustainable practices can help. Do you understand? All right. So if we say if we really want to do away with cars that use PMS and diesel, then you can make policies so that you begin to think with some of these things. Do you understand? Very, very important. Decentralization, moving towards a more decentralized energy system with distributed generation and microgrids to increase energy security and resilience. It's not only in Abuja that we're supposed to enjoy electricity. Let electricity be enjoyed everywhere. Let the people in the village also have a sense of belonging. Then they also have access to electricity. All right. So economy, circular economy embracing the principles of circular economy to reduce waste, promote recycling, and maximize resource efficiency in the energy sector. So these are some of the things. So circular economy, right? Waste management. We're talking about some of these things yesterday. Reduce waste. We have so much waste. Polythenes are always flying. They are even sometimes competing with you in your own space. Some of our drainages have been blocked by waste. All right. So we should reduce waste generation. That's why sometimes if I go to buy something, I want to pack so many pieces, I say, no, 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 no. Forget it. You can put in one and give me. Don't pack all of this and give me. Why? You understand? Sometimes if I'm with my cars, I know they collect. Give me anything in policy, except something that I cannot put in my car like that. I'll just put, keep your policy, me, I'll just go. You understand? No. So these are some of the factors that we must consider when we are thinking about transition from fossil to, other sustainable alternative means of, energy. So when we're talking about energy transition, these factors that we have just discussed now must be considered. We talk about renewable energy, we talk about energy efficiency, we talk about electrification, we talk about smart grids, we talk about energy storage, talk about policy and regulation, and lastly, or second and not the last, decentralization and then circular economy. All of these can contribute to make our world a better place to live, right? A better place to live. So let's look at any renewable energy sources. Let's look at renewable energy sources. When we say resources are renewable, what does that entail? What does that imply to you? It means simply that these resources can be replenished, they can reproduce, right? They can reinvigorate. That is, they can still come back. So renewable energy sources are sources of energy that are replenished naturally and can be used indefinitely without depleting the earth's resources. Wow, that's interesting, right? So renewable energy sources are sources of energy that are replenished naturally and can be used indefinitely without depleting the earth's resources. Example, A, wind, whichever way. Do you understand? These are sources that it doesn't matter how much you consume it, A will never cease. Do you understand? A will never cease. The day it cease, you don't collapse, you go. The day it cease for you, you are a dead person. Do you understand? So, but so far as you are still breathing, it means that A cannot stop. A must be there. You understand? So this kind of source cannot, deplete. And of course, they can even replenish by themselves. You understand? they can replenish by themselves. Talking about the sun, all right? Because we're talking about thermal power storage. Do you understand? So talking about sun, so the heat, the sun must rise every day and it must set every day. You understand? So it's another source, and the process of photosynthesis, it happens through the sun. Do you understand? So it's possible that we can get these things done, and then we enjoy ourselves. But when we talk about crude oil, no matter how sizable is our crude oil, time will come that it will finish. It will finish. You understand? And if the issue of technology that we're talking about here now are so much advanced that we have access to those cars at the cheaper rate, then I am telling you that what happened to agriculture will happen to oil. You understand? Because at the boom of oil, what happened? Agriculture began to go down. Otherwise, agriculture was our mainstay economy in this country. But the time we discovered oil, it was enough for us to drop agriculture. You understand? So common types of renewable energy sources. What are the common types of renewable energy sources? One, solar energy. Some of you have solar panels over the roof of your house, right? Some of you just place them in your compound somewhere, but they are there. What are they doing there? To provide you electricity. Some of you in our offices, we have them. So solar energy is harnessed from the sun using photo, photovoltaic photovoltaic cells, all right, to convert sunlight into what electricity, or solar thermal collectors to produce heat. So that's a solar power is one of the fastest growing renewable energy sources due to its abundance and versatility. It's versatile. It can, you can use it. You wind, you just heat. It's not see heat everywhere. Oh. But it amazes me that as hot as Jigawa is, we still use, diesel to power street light. You see how the matter dey, ba? You see how the matter is, right? As hot as Jigawa is, I tell you that they still use what? Diesel generators to power street light. So this is the issue. You understand? So they use generators to power street light. Why can't we use solar and have street lights shining and blossoming every day and now? Why? With all this heat, it's we that we are receiving this heat. But here we would have channeled the heat so that it can give us good meaning, make meaning in our lives. We are not doing it. So solar energy is one of the fastest growing renewable energy sources. All right. And it can be accessible at least to some people that are at least middle class people can be able to afford it. Do you understand? Yeah. So you can get your own panels and begin to use them. Wind energy. Apart from solar energy, we have what we call wind energy. Wind energy is generated by capturing the kinetic energy of wind using wind turbines to produce electricity. Do you understand? So when you use the turbines to produce electricity, you can store and then use it and then distribute it. So onshore and offshore wind farms are increasingly being deployed around the world as a clean energy option. Yes, like the turbines that I'm talking about now, they were in our university, but they were just there for fashion parade, not working. They were not working. Talk about hydroelectric power. Hydroelectric what power? Electric power is generated by harnessing the energy of moving water, typically from rivers or dams, to produce electricity. It is one of the oldest and most widely used renewable energy sources. We have our Kanji Dam, so you know that's where we generate most of our electricity needs. Do you understand? So they are there. Then we have the geothermal energy. Geothermal energy. Geothermal energy is derived from the heat stored beneath the Earth's surface in the form of hot water and steam. Okay, now you hear what I was telling you. Hot water and steam. Do you understand? So when you boil water, maybe in your own house, while the water is steaming, you see something is going out. It's going out. Now, under the earth, for instance, if it's very hot and maybe rain just drop, not serious rain, drop like that, and then the sun still is brightening. Do you understand? You notice what I'm talking about. You see, the steam is always coming out very well. So this thing can be stored down and be used as a source of power. If you don't know, it's that thing that make what we call heat. If we're talking about heat, it's very hot today. It's very hot today. It's very hot today. It's that thing. It's bringing that heat out and it's affecting you. And you are saying it's hot, hot. Now, if you look at it, you just observe very well. If you look at it very well, in a story building, for instance, people that are upstairs, even if it's one story building, they don't feel much heat like someone who is, down floor. Do you understand? That's what it is. So because of the heat coming from the ground is the one that is affecting you. So that heat can be controlled, stored, and be used as electricity source. Do you understand? And one of the instruments we can use to do that is geothermal, machine. So it is used for electricity generation and heating applications in geothermal power plants. It's technology. Biomass energy. I think some time ago we had the past. Is it the past or the new one? Said NNPC boss. We're talking about using of biomass to generate electricity. Like for instance, now those chaps, those rice, those things from rice, you can use them and generate electricity. That's after you must have harvested your rice, those things that our cow used to go and eat. You can use that and generate electricity. Do you understand? Right? So um, they are there. You can use them. So biomass energy is produced from organic materials such as wood, agricultural residues. That's what I'm talking about. That rice something, agricultural residues. Do you understand? Can be used to generate uh, biomass. And then we have waste products. Waste products. even dungs or things like that can be used to produce, um, you know, energy, and they are being categorized as biomass energy. Do you understand? So it can be converted into biofuels, right? Biogas, or used directly for heating and electricity generation. So we have hydrogen. Hydrogen. Hydrogen can be produced using renewable electricity through a process called electros electrolysis. Do you understand? Electrolysis, and used as a clean fuel for transportation, heating, and industrial application. So hydrogen can be produced using renewable electricity through a process called electrolysis and used as a clean fuel for transportation, heating, and industrial application. So you can deploy that technology and then have fuel for yourself and for your nation. Tidal and wave energy. Tidal and wave energy. Tidal and wave energy are generated by capturing the energy of ocean tides. Do you understand? And waves to produce electricity. So these technologies are still in the early stage of development, but show great potential for the future. So as the waves are doing, you know, or are moving, do you understand? As the waves are moving, as they are moving, you're generating electricity. It's quite powerful. How other people are thinking well, and then we are not matching up with that thinking. It's very unfortunate. You know, we believe in theoretical knowledge so much that when there's a need for you to do the practical, it's always a challenge. We have been doing, we want to do presentation on alternative dispute resolution. I was thinking people will be eager to come so that they can finish it, well, write our exams and go. But they're not coming because it involves practical. And probably some they say, ah, I don't know how to use that thing. I don't know how we connect. I don't know how we go about it. I don't want to come and to look foolish. No. If you don't want to take some of these steps, how will you know? You have to try. And let that try and challenge you. And then you become a skillful person. You understand? So technology is helping to, you know, deal with some of these issues. So biofuels. Biofuels are liquid fuels produced from organic materials such as crops, algae, and waste products. They can be used as a renewable alternative to gasoline and diesel in transportation. So I think the former MD of NNPC started saying something like that. You understand? So renewable energy sources play a crucial role in reducing greenhouse gas emissions, combating climate change, and promoting sustainable development. So that's what they do. So let's look at energy efficiency and conservation. Energy efficiency and what conservation. Energy efficiency and conservation are key strategies for reducing energy consumption, minimizing environmental impact, and promoting sustainability. All right. So that's what it means. And promoting sustainability. So energy efficiency. When we are talking about energy efficiency, what are we talking about? When we are talking about energy efficiency, what are we talking about? We are talking about, you know, the ability to consume less of the energy produced. Energy efficiency refers to using less energy to perform the same task or achieve the same level of output. You understand? Like they say, you can use the is it GNG or whatever gas. You can use 10,000 or you can take you to Lagos. And if you want to travel here to Lagos by car now, you want to fuel your car now, you will spend nothing less than 100,000, depending on the car you are carrying. So, but you can use just 10% of that to just put the GNG whatever gas, and then you drive here to Lagos for 10,000 only. But the problem is the converting. You have to go and convert your car, and maybe that conversion now I think is up to 1.5 now, 1.5 million. And then after you convert, you have to, because we don't have many centers, you have to go and queue up. They have one just nearby my house here, you know, at Airport Road. But you go there, cars always park there, queue. Down with the trucks are always there trying to refill. Do you understand? So all of those things may be another challenge since we don't have so many centers. But they help to reduce the excessive consumption of fuel, of resources. Do you understand? So it involves adopting technologies, practices, and behaviors that reduce energy waste and improve the overall efficiency of energy use. So what are the benefits of energy efficiency? Are there benefits attached to using your resources, judiciously, applying, care to the consumption of resources? Are there benefits associated with it? Yes, there are. Number one benefit that you have to consider when you are talking about energy efficiency is what we call reduces energy costs for household, businesses, and what industries. So energy efficiency reduces what? Energy costs for household. So if we were buying units 10,000 a month, maybe if you are more careful, or maybe you are using solar, it will help you to reduce. Maybe you'll be paying electricity maybe 5,000 or less because your solar is supplying you what you need. So energy. So energy efficiency is so beneficial because it reduces energy costs for household, businesses, and industries. Number two is it lowers greenhouse gas emissions, and environmental impact. That's another help, the of energy efficiency. It also energy security and it can be easy to bounce back, right? Easy to bounce back when you are using air to generate wind to generate electricity. It's very easy to bounce back because it's a natural resource. You understand? So it's easy and economic growth in. That's what I was saying. So policy of government to see to it that things are done properly, then many people will come here to invest. Do you understand? So innovation, people will begin. Well, it seems that even this very soon you see there will be so that there will be no. Do you understand? So that's it. So another benefit is it improves comfort, productivity, and quality of life. So it guarantees to some extent a lifespan that is above average. Benefits of energy efficiency here. Upgrading to energy efficiency appliance and lighting. So all those bulbs that they were reddish, they used to generate heat, right? So and some of right, the white and the blues and the other ones that are, you know, energy. Thank you very much. So it's CNG, yeah. That I'm not I'm not CNG. So that is it. So then improving in solutions and sealing a using technologies can also intensive practices can also go a long way to help. Implementing energy management systems and monitoring tools can also solve the problem. Energy conservation. We'll talk about energy efficiency and energy. Just discuss about energy efficiency. So what about energy conservation? Energy conservation means reducing energy consumption through behavioral changes, lifestyle choices, energy more like I of all the above. in my house like that, like sometimes it means I take my time to off them. But you understand? My fridge, the fridge is all. Yeah, my wife quarrel. You understand? 24 hours permanently running because the people that are only they don't buy unit, they don't know how much it costs. So, but we can change the way we consume some of these things. Some of these things. You can even so if you can just drive twice to work in a week and do the remaining of the work at home and maybe go out when necessary. I think it will also help. You understand? Life choices, lifestyle choices. All right. So that's fine. Also rest first. We so that's why it is. So benefit conservation preserves natural resources and reduces environmental impact. It preserves natural resources and reduces environmental impact. Allow the forest. Don't don't deforest for development. All right. Natural resources must be preserved. Animals must be preserved. We discussed that thing yesterday. Someone was asking whether preserve the life of some animals. Change by lowering greenhouse emissions. You understand? Saves money on energy bills and operating costs. Because if you become conscious of that, then if we're buying units 10,000 a month, maybe you will buy 5,000 in a month based on how you are consuming it. Promote sustainable living and responsible resource management. It's everybody's responsibility that our environment is. So, what are the examples? Turning off lights, appliances, and electronics when not in use. So, turn them out. Just turn them off. Turn the socket off. Off the fridge. You understand? If they are not in use, off them. Off. Use public biking or walking instead of driving. You understand? So that's what I'm saying. So some of us, our jobs, we can do them remotely. So if possible, do it remotely. Or enter public transport. It's very bad. You should just connect. So, but you can do that. There are some prime ministers of countries that are going to work on bicycle. Not that they don't have car. They are, but they are going to work. Do you understand? It helps to address. So once in a while. So supporting policies and initiatives that promote energy conservation. So if government is making effort to conserve some of this, if they are in your community, don't go and destroy. Lastly, we're going to look at, so if I've shared this link to someone, share it, invite them to come and take free training with us, and it will benefit them more. So sustainable consumption and production, SDG goal 12. SDG goal 12. Sustainable consumption and production. Focuses on ensuring sustainable production patterns. One of the United Nations as part of the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development. The goal aims to promote responsible consumption and production practices to reduce waste and so that's why it is. So sustainable consumption and production is very, very important. So the goal aims to promote what? Responsible consumption and production practices to reduce waste. So we are looking at sustainable consumption. Like I said, you off the bulbs, the lights in your house when you are not using them. When it's daybreak, off them. Encouraging individuals to consume goods and services in a responsible manner. You need to, but you help yourself. You save money, and then you save some certain issues that are associated with that. Also, reducing overconsumption, friendly products, and purchasing decisions. Auction, right? So, promoting resource efficiency and environmentally friendly production processes across industries. Sustainable production involves minimizing energy use while resource efficiency. That's what sustain, right? So overproduce and don't overconsume. So waste reduction, implementing strategies to reduce reuse and recycle and promote circular economy. One of the targets that there's where cities are being managed. Do you understand? And that will go a long way to address some of the challenges associated with that. Right. Seats efficiency, the efficiencies of resource use in production, such as energy conservation, water management, and material recycling. Yes. So even in construction, in any production work, how many liters of water did you use? So that you're not water that we're not even getting to, and you use. So we want to know consumer awareness. Our consuming must be educated of the danger. They must be aware of what you understand. So raising awareness among consumers and social impacts of their consumption choices can go a long way to help. Corporate sustainability. Businesses to adapt their operations. Product design. Want to design a product, think about everything that will follow before you produce it. You understand? So it's very important. Corporate sustainability. So policy support, developing and implementing and incentives to promote and production practices. So, so this is what SDG goal 12 aims to achieve. All right. Any question? I'm in your comment section. I want to see if I can see any question. While I'm looking out for a question. Um, I'm considering that those of you that took did training on alternative dispute resolution, I'm thinking that those groups that have finished their presentation, they will write their exams. So anytime a group finish their presentation, we'll give them the link to go and write their exams. I'm prepared. So that is just it. I'm not. Thank you very much. Recent blessing, any problem? You're saying, oh my God, you came late. So that is it for today. We'll see you tomorrow by 7 p.m. We'll discuss that so that you can write the exams. So thank you very much. Have a wonderful night rest. Bye.